दिस इज नियति साठे, डाइट साइंस डिपार्टमेंट से आपकी डाइट एक्सपर्ट। आप सबका इस संवाद सेशन में दिल से स्वागत करती हूँ। वेलकम यू ऑल। टुडे वी आर हैविंग 63-year young, very young, Mr. Kapadia from all the way to Pune with us, and he is here to share his wonderful freedom story. Welcome, Mr. Ashok, and good evening.
Hello. Good evening to all of you and all the new participants who have joined Freedom from Diabetes. All the best to you. Hello.
How are you, sir?
All good, all good.
All good. And how things are going on?
Going on, waiting for my GTT day after tomorrow. Anxious.
Yes. Hope you will clear your GTT. So before I'll start and sir share his wonderful freedom story to us, I would like to share my screen and just want to give you small introduction about Mr. Ashok. I'll share my screen. Let me know if it is visible to you. Is my screen visible?
Clear.
Yes. So, as I said, Mr. Kapadia, he is 63-year young from Pune. He is a business owner. He is diabetic. I can say he was diabetic since 2012. And after joining FFD, he is free from medicine for diabetic medicine, as well as he is free from cholesterol medicine. When he joined, before that, HbA1c was 7.3. And today it is 5.1. Wonderful. This is something more than 2-point drop in your HbA1c. And with HbA1c, I can say weight. So before starting our program, he was 97 kgs and he lost more than 20 kgs. Here I have updated 80, but today in the system I can see it is 77, right?
Yeah, correct.
So this is something awesome. You have weight reduction as well as more than 2-point drop in your BMI, in your HbA1c also. So before starting and knowing things about diabetes and weight story, first very important question to know from you, what you like, at what point you feel that you should join FFD? And why only FFD? Freedom from diabetes. Sif freedom from diabetes he kyun?
Okay, let me start. My wife was somehow introduced to Dikshit diet. Okay, and she was doing her reading and everything about intermittent fasting or time restricted eating and all that. She was doing. I was having a good time all the time. Okay, and at that time she went to certain sites of Jason Fung, and then she was looking around, and that's when she came to came across Dr. Tripathi's videos on YouTube.
Okay.
And then she got interested, and she was going through it. So in January 22, my HbA1c had touched 8.7 actually. That was when she told me that Ashok, there is some broadcast on online of Dr. Tripathi. Why don't you attend it? It is something to do with diabetes reversal. I had heard of it. I'd heard of diabetes reversal, not of Dr. Tripathi, but I said, fine, let me go listen to it. Now, it so happened that this was the first time somebody spoke of doing something for diabetes without discussing medicine. I have been going to doctors all the time. Everywhere it starts with, okay, we increase your dose, we take this medicine, we take that medicine. I always feel that there has to be some alternative. We are always told that diabetes is a disease which has come out because of either you don't have enough insulin or your insulin is weak. And this is why you have to take medicine to compensate for that. I think for 99.9% people who are on medicine, it is taken for granted that something is wrong with their insulin part of it. And this is what is there. When I heard him, I did some further studies. Again, went to those sites which my wife was recommending me to see. That's when I came across insulin resistance. And that's when it struck to me that it is not the medicine, it can be done by something else also, or the problem is something else also. And that is when I said, okay, let me join. I'm typically one person that unless I'm 100 convinced, I don't give my 100%. But somehow, after listening to Dr. Tripathi, after reading about insulin resistance, and seeing a lot of videos on YouTube, in next towards, I think I joined 3 or 4 days after I heard his conversation. And in that time, I did my studies, and I got convinced that this could be a way out for me. So that's, I think it was sometime in February, and then I subscribed for it. And I think 1st March I started my journey. I think your batch started from 12th March, but online the app and everything started earlier. So I started my journey from 1st of March. That was when my H1, because my H1 HbA1c was 8.7 in January. I was on heavy medicine, and with that it had come down to 7.1 or whatever. Okay, and that is what is on your record as my first this thing. But from that 7.3, it came to 5.1. But between that 8.7 and 7.1, I was on heavy medicine. 7.3 onwards, I started with you, and I think in 10 days my medicine was stopped. The moment they saw that whatever diet I am taking, my fasting sugar, my sugar PP levels are going down, they immediately stopped my medicine.
Correct. Okay.
Correct. So this is my journey of how I got into FFD.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you so much. And how about your weight journey? Like you lost more than 20 kgs. So here in FFD, freedom.
Yeah. Carry on.
So freedom from diabetes, we start with intermittent fasting, juice fasting, long fast. So how was your experience with all these things? Was that new for you, or?
Again, there is a story behind that. In 1999, I was weighing 110 kgs, and I could not walk, and I was recommended knee surgery.
Oh.
That's when I brought my weight down from 110 to 80. But that was typically, I would say, strict diet, protein diet, workout. That's when I started gym workouts and all that. And it was basically full-time fasting, and then you were on proteins and this and that and all that. And I brought it down. But again, what happened is, in the span of time from 2001, 2002, and I lost about whatever weight I lost in a year's time. But then slowly that graph was going up because I came back to the old eating habits.
Okay.
Here it was again 97. I reached 97, and that's when again my freedom from diabetes thing started. Here, the whole journey was totally different. In the sense that I was recommended first thing that okay, you stop all lactose-based thing, all milk and everything has to be stopped. Now, previously, what was there is that okay, if I was not having something, okay, you have oats with milk, this and that and whatnot. But here it was totally a different thing. My regular wheat got stopped. Okay, so I was on khapli and whatever diet was prescribed. So okay, I could have all the tasty food. Okay, so all the masalas I could have, and still it was a very thought out plan of food. And I never expected results. Truly speaking, I never expected, if you are going to let me eat so much, how can I lose weight? How can I lose weight? Okay, that was one part of the journey. But I could but the scale was showing it. Second thing was that I have been a typical gymmer for last 20 years. Okay. So I was attending gym on a regular basis. Okay, with whatever eating habits. Initial period there was no fasting, but 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, or whatever. I had this in mind that how can I work out if I don't have 3 eggs, chapati, or protein? Okay, whey protein. How will I lose weight? But again, I could work out and I could see the results. So I don't know. I really don't know. But whatever meal plans were given, it was working. It was working. Yes. Okay. Whether it was only not taking milk which had changed, or say switching over to khapli wheat and not to have breads and not to have finished food or purified food, I don't know. But whatever it was, it worked. And
Correct.
and that apprehension that I will not be able to work out if I don't have my 60 grams of whey protein, or if I don't have my 3 eggs, that also apprehension I lost, because I was losing weight and I was working out, and intensity was equally good.
Correct. Correct.
So that is my weight loss journey. If you see,
Yes.
from starting with you till today.
Yes. Both the things plays a big role. It's not only about diet, as you said. You are regular with your gym exercise and you are following intermittent fasting
Yeah. So
in between. That is
since
the main
since
reason you are able to manage.
yeah. So since my diet was brought up to the 2,500 calorie diet, high calorie diet, that's when the weight and intermittent fasting stopped, and water
Correct.
fasting stopped. That's when my weight got stabilized between 70, 76, 76, 77, 78. I'm keeping that weight between that span itself.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. And how about your glycemic ladder experience? So I'm so happy to inform all the viewers that he has cleared all the experiments. Last experiment was with 60 grams of glucose, which he cleared, and now within few days he will be clearing, hopefully clearing GDT test, which is with 75 gram sugar. So how was your experience with whole glycemic ladder? Because a lot of new experiments we ask you to perform, and like whatever you have not taken, things you have, you took.
Yeah,
So how was that
yeah,
experience?
yeah, yeah. The first time when they told us to have either upma or poha, I said, can I not do it half and half? Because that was the first time I was getting to eat upma or poha after 3 to 4 months.
Correct.
Okay, now how it was about glycemic ladder, I can tell you, it was a good thing to see how your body is reacting. Okay. Uh, I would say I did some fine tuning when I was doing my glycemic ladder test. That normally my eating time is about 8:39. But the day before I was doing the test, I would see that I was eating by 7 and 7:30.
Hmm.
I normally sleep by 12, 11:30, 12. But I was
Correct.
going to sleep by 10 o'clock at that time, and I used to
Hmm.
get good 8, 9 hours sleep, and good 12 hours gap of fasting before I did my glycemic ladder test the next day. That
Correct.
was the one routine which I followed. So that again is showing that these things are affecting your blood sugar level or your body response to blood sugar. Now, if that was what I did only for that day, but
Hmm.
if you are making that your lifestyle,
Hmm.
then it can be a major difference. So I would finish by my dinner at 7 o'clock, watch a movie for 2 hours. I'm sitting, not lying down in bed, which I would do if I would normally eat my dinner at 9:30. But here I'm
Hmm.
sitting down. Then by 10 o'clock, retire for bed, go to sleep, get up at 6:30, whatever time is there, and get full 12 hours fasting available. And my sugars used to respond that way. My body used to respond. Now, if that I do every day as a lifestyle,
Hmm.
then it can be wonderful.
Yes,
So
definitely.
for people, I would recommend that it is a lifestyle change, but then that is what needs to be done.
Yes, 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 definitely. So, and very important question, being a business owner, you must be busy, right? So, after getting good result with weight, getting good result with HbA1c, how you are managing right now with
It
FFT
it
diet, FFT exercise and all?
I tell you, energy levels are wonderful. Previously, when I would say when I used to have my 3 eggs or 60 grams of protein and all that, I calibrated with my gym workout. Let us say
Hmm.
I used to do 20 sets per day in 1 hour.
Okay.
Today, I do anywhere from 30 to 36 sets in 1 hour with less than 30-second break between sets. And that is the energy level that you are feeling, and that is the energy level that is being felt internally. It is coming from within. Morning, after all the
Correct.
workout, the whole day, if I have to wake up at 6 o'clock without the alarm ringing, I'm up at 5 minutes to 6. Okay,
Yes.
and so during the whole day, I'm absolutely fine. I used to have 2 to 3 cups of tea with milk during the day. Milk
Huh.
is off, so I'm on green tea. Okay,
Wow.
I started black coffee about 1.5 months back, but otherwise I was on green tea all the time. And what I used to think that okay, I used to previously have 2 cups of tea without sugar, of course, on breakfast. Now it's basically no tea at all, no tea at all, and
Correct.
things are working out. Things are working out,
Huh.
and
Yes.
energy levels are there. Energy levels are there. That is what is there. I can't explain why. Okay,
Hmm.
you might say ketosis or this, or scientifically there are a lot of explanations. Okay, but to a layman, you cannot explain all those things. I can vouch that energy levels are there. They are wonderful.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Basically, it's a lifestyle modification. Correct.
Correct.
It's not
Correct.
only modification with diet or exercise. It's like we are changing your life. We are giving you more energetic things to do, and it is a lifestyle change, right?
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
uh, lastly, very important, but I request you to give one takeaway message to all the viewers who are watching you and who want to clear their GTD also and who want to lose weight. So please, sir, one message from your
I
side.
I can only say one thing: don't take anything for granted. Neither your disease take for granted and say that okay, now I have this, I've given up. मैं अपना ऐसे जी लूंगा दवाई खा के.
Hmm.
Don't take that okay, if doctor has said this is the final thing. No, it can some you can do something else. Only thing is you have to find the right people to guide you. That is point number one. And I have lost weight previously also, so I say don't even take that for granted, that once you have done it, it will always remain. You will have to sustain it. So just before we started this, I told you I would like to have contacts of people who have been or doing the GTTs for last 5, 7, 8 years, because I want to
Yes,
now learn next step is how do I sustain the
correct.
success which is there. So not to take anything for granted. Most important, understand the body, understand what is being done scientifically. If you have to read, because only
Hmm.
then will you be able to correct. Only then will you be able to correct. And most important thing in diet is to create a variety of diet to eat. People say that okay, this is there, I can't eat this sabji, I can't have that. No, you will have to create a variety of diet, a varied palette of food. Then only you will enjoy your fasting. Then only
Very
you will enjoy
important.
your fast. Then only you will enjoy your fasting.
Very important, sir. This is
So,
something.
so this is what my uh, key takeaways from this would be, and my advice to people: do your homework.
Yes.
Like, that is very important. And the hand holding which has been done by FFD, it has been wonderful. My app doctor, my app dietitian, always available. My doctor is always there to pinpoint, Ashok, today why your sugar is high, what have you eaten in the initial phases. In the initial
Right.
phases. So even when we were putting the photograph of the food on the on WhatsApp, we were being pinpointed. You are something is wrong here. Please correct
Yes.
yourselves. Not
Yes.
so much. So that hand holding is also making a lot of difference.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your wonderful message. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving your valuable time and sharing your wonderful story.
Thank
Thank
you, and best of luck to all the people who are viewing. All the best for
yes,
your reversal. Yeah.
yes. Thank you so much. Thank you all the viewers who have joined us. We will meet soon with another free bird next Friday. Thank you so much.